Hey everybody, it's Catherine, and welcome back to my channel. This is where I talk about manifesting through the Unity Consciousness paradigm, and I'm going to give you an example of what this looks like. So one of the things that we talk about in Unity School, which is my private membership community on the school platform, is that every time you're reaching for something new, there is something that you have placed in the way between you and that thing. In other words, from where you are now to the future you, the you that you'd like to embody that's more empowered and living her or his best life. Whatever is between you and that is entirely 100% your responsibility because you are the creator of your reality. So what lies between you and that thing, that whatever you'd like to be, do, or have, is the stuff that you placed in the way via what I call the big three: anger, fear, and sadness. Now, these are going to look like situations or circumstances, but when you feel into whatever that fuckery is, those circumstances that are like, why does this always happen to me when I'm trying to blah, blah, blah? Why is this like on repeat in my life every time I try to da, da, da? Okay. So if you want to get to the heart and soul of that, asking yourself, how is this for my benefit? How is this for my benefit? So if you notice there is something like on a repeat cycle or loop in your life where it causes this upset, this hurdle every single time you're trying to reach for something new, it's a message from yourself, by yourself, of yourself to yourself that, hey, there's something to look at here. There's unresolved feelings that you need to clear up. And every time you reach for this thing, it's not a coincidence. It's not random that this stuff shows up. It's that it's time to dissolve it back into the light. And when I say back into the light, everything is just energy. You know, even the anger or fear or sadness you might be feeling, yes, in a sense, they're all illusions, but they are ways for us to use circumstances as value, value to us to show us, hey, something is off here. The stuff that keeps showing up in my outer environment does not line up with the inner state that I want to feel, except we don't really understand that the inner state that you are feeling is creating these circumstances over and over and over again. So you can look at the circumstances. I did today. You know, one of the things that I've been manifesting is getting a lot more views and likes and subscribes on my YouTube channel, and it's been working out quite well. But I like to call it the cost of doing business. Psychological overhead, let's just call it, is you're going to have trolls. So the more views you get, the more you get people commenting on your posts, the more the YouTube algorithm boosts your visibility. You're going to be on display. And quite frankly, you know, a target for people who just have so much pain and anger and fear and sadness within them that they're looking for an outlet, because it sucks to have that pain inside so much. You want to put it out there anywhere. And you know, I refuse to be a target. I'm never available for those people. And all I do with trolls is say, you know, get well soon, or I say, and that drives people nuts, or I say, you know what, I hope you find everything that you're looking for. And I honestly do mean that. I honestly do mean that, because no one is cruel or says unkind things to you if they don't feel the world or someone else has been unkind to them. Happy people don't reach out to complete strangers and target them for all of their hate and vitriol. They just don't do that. Happy people don't do that. So I know people are in pain, but I also know that everyone is me and everything is me, just under different circumstances. So instead of spinning out with my ego mind and trying to think of like a snappy comeback or being in any way, shape, or form cruel in return to people who have, and one particular lady who said some very unkind things to me today, I know that I'm not her enemy. I haven't done anything to her. She doesn't know me at all. But I was a convenient target for all the pain that she's feeling. And so I get that. And I can see moments where that has been me. I had a profound period of my life where I would say I kind of hated myself. So I get that. And I know the things that I did weren't wholesome to or commensurate with what a happy person would do in life. I lashed out. I did stupid things. I hurt people. I'm well aware of that. I'm not perfect, but my turnaround and dissolve of that energy meant I'm going to use everything that I learned and I'm going to help people. And whether people want that help or not is entirely up to them. But even in those moments where I'm reaching for something new, even if I think I've arrived or I'm at some level of achievement or success, there's still going to be that stuff that's in the way, stuff that I placed in between me and that which I want. And today it was sadness because even though I felt maybe a little bit of anger at this person for just lashing out at me like out of nowhere when I am honestly on this channel trying to help people, but then I realized, oh, but wait, all anger is really sadness. All anger is really, really sadness. And so if that's true, where am I feeling sadness myself? And I did a video the other day about, feeling into the collective sadness. Everything's really, really heavy now emotionally, and we're all feeling it. And so, even this woman who reached out to me and was was very, very cruel to me, I know that she's feeling it too. She's part of the collective. How can she not be feeling it? I'm not excusing that person. I'm not even like forgetting that it happened. And I'm not exonerating the behavior, but I have a lot of forgiveness because I see herself in me. I see myself in her. How can I not if I know that everything and everyone is just me under different circumstances? So in that moment, I don't think I created the circumstance, but there's a feeling that was created long ago that's still there, and it's sadness, and parts of it are still unresolved. And so I sat with it for a while, and I do my practice of, how is this for my benefit? This is the very first practice I share with you in Unity School because it's probably the most valuable practice you'll ever learn for clearing up your own energy. You don't need someone to, cast a spell or, give you some sort of psychic protection. You need to go into unresolved feelings and feel those feelings and let them move through. Let them have their say, let them have their day. And then you're free. You are free. You're a free energetic template to go back to the drawing board of what you were creating, and now free of those obstacles, free of what you placed in the way between you and that. It's an easier process than you think once you're very practiced in it. It's simple, it's not hard, but a lot of us don't do it. And a lot of us are still suffering under the illusion that someone is doing something to you. No one can do anything to you or make you feel something you don't already feel. The circumstance might suck. You might not have created the circumstance, but if the feeling is still rolling around, taking up valuable energetic real estate within you somewhere, it's going to keep coming up. And how do we see things in our inner state reflecting back to us like, hey, something's not resolved here? Circumstances. So they have value. Circumstances in and of themselves, they really don't matter because what happened with that woman and that transpiring of unfortunate little back and forth because I didn't learn my lesson. I should just remove people and block people because sometimes I think I can help, but you know what? If people want help, they ask questions. If people really want to be helped, they don't attack. They're not on the defensive right away for no reason at all. So that's not a woman who wanted to be helped, and that's fine. I can still love her. I can still send her blessings. I can still very sincerely say to her, as I did, I hope you find all the love that you're looking for and mean it. And I do, but I can't help her. I can't help everyone. And neither can you, but you can help yourself. And so the next time this kind of thing happens, maybe it's happening to you right now, think about this. Think about asking yourself, well, what is the feeling here that I'm not sitting with? A lot of times, and we've all learned this over a lifetime, to push away at uncomfortable feelings. That doesn't solve any problems. And those things that you've placed in between you and that which you want will remain until you clear them up. Until you realize, how is this for my benefit? How is this for me? How is this a message from myself to myself that it's time to clear up this issue and resolve this once and for all and dissolve this energy back into the light so that I can return to the realm of infinite possibilities and create reality as I'm meant to, like an infinite eternal creator being who is limitless and boundless.